Hi everyone, it's Krista and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, hi again. So this is my channel. I love to do all types of DIYs. I love to do thrift flips. I also love to make wreaths. So if you like what you see here, you know what to do. Hit that red subscribe button. I would love to have you join my channel, and also leave me a comment because I always love to hear what you guys think, and give me a thumbs up. That helps my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok. And I also have a wreath shop called Chris's Wreath Designs. It's an Etsy shop. I will have all those links down below. This is the Minis Challenge for Fall. It is crafted by Corie. She is our host. And check her channel out. I will have her link down below as well. More about that in a minute. But first, on to DIY number 1. So I am a Couture designer, and I bought this cute little package of little tier tray things that are made of wood, and also the stencils. And what I'm going to do is, one is a book stack, one is this rolling pin, another one is this little chalkboard sign, which is so cute, and then also this little sign, and then also a little cutting board. So I'm going to do all these first. So the first one I'm going to start with is the cutting board, and I'm going to use that one stencil on there. And then I'm also going to be using these colors. One is dusk, another one's the white, and the other one is rusted. These are all chalk pastes. And if you are interested in Chalk Couture, I will have a link down below to my store. You can either purchase some Chalk Couture stencils if you'd like, or you can even become a designer if you like as well. They have tons of things going on right now, tons of sales and promotions. So I will have all that linked down below for you guys. And it will be in my tree link. So make sure you click that link, and that will get you into the store where you can take a look at all the pretty things that they have to offer. So first I used this one that says Pumpkin Kisses and Harvest Wishes, I believe it is, and Autumn Wishes. And I am going to put one of these little cute little button raffia bows that I got a whole package of them from Hobby Lobby for like 40% off. So they were very inexpensive. And then I used one of these leaves that were in my stash and a couple little berries, and I just glued them to the top and just dressed it up a little bit. So like I said, this is the Minis Challenge. What it is we take some crafts, and they got to be mini, and we craft them, and crafted by Corie. Corie does this every single month, so make sure you check everyone out. There will be a playlist down below, so check everyone out, check Corie out. Those ladies are so talented, so make sure you give them a check out or check them out. So next I'm going to use the rolling pin, and I'm going to decorate this one with one of the stencils as well. And these stencils come out in one pack for the tier tray, so they kind of like go together. And I used the rusted color again on this one. I just love this color for autumn. And I'm just going to pull the stencil back, and this one says Autumn Vibes, which I think is so cute. And now I'm just going to take two of those ribbons again, and I'm going to stick one on each side with my hot glue. And that's it for this one, guys. At the end, don't worry, I'm going to show you all the tier tray stuff on the tier tray, so you'll see everything at the end. So now DIY number 3, the next one is this little sign, another simple one, guys. I'm going to take this sign that says Thanksgiving Blessings, and I'm going to use this dust color, and I'm going to use my little squeegee, and I'm just going to stencil this one on. And then once you get it all done, you just make sure you wipe the excess off. A little bit goes a long way with the chalk paste, so this will last you quite a bit of time. And then I took one of those bows again, and I stuck it on the top. So I'm kind of going for all those colors with the bows. And now at DIY number 4, this one is that little chalkboard sign. So this one is, this color that I'm using is a rose gold. I thought this would be really pretty and different to stick on here. So I'm using that, and I'm using another stencil that says Autumn Leaves. I forget what it says. You'll see at the end though. And then I'm going to stick down one of these little leaves that were in my stash. Again, I just cut them off of bushes, and I just always keep my leaves. And I keep them for stuff like this to decorate things with. And then I used a couple of those little berries again. Oh, it's autumn, leaves are fallen. Leaves are fallen, autumn is a calling. Sorry, guys. And next, I can't talk tonight. I don't know what's going on. I'm like tongue-tied. And next is the book stack. So I'm going to use these 3 stencils for our wordings for our book stack. And then I'm going to use this color by Folk Art. I believe it's Spiced Pumpkin. I love this color for fall. And I'm just going to color the center part of our book stack with that color. And I'm going to go all the way around. And I believed I used 2 coats. But yeah, I just went really, really careful. I mean, if you don't have a steady hand, you can always tape, use tape to tape it off so that you don't make a mistake. But I just took my time and went in with a really thin brush here, and it worked out just fine. So there it is, all painted. And now I'm going to start stenciling my little words on. So the first one is fall candles. That's right. And then fall, and then cozy blankets, and then the other one is sweater weather. So these are the 3 sayings that I'm using on my book stack. And 2 I did in that rusted orange color. No, 1 I did in the rusted orange color. The other one I did in the dusk color. And then I don't remember if it's dusk or dusk, but I will have it listed down below in my description box. And then I used the white for the orange part there. And all I did was stencil them on. Super easy, you guys. And they give you the whole kit, so it's really, really awesome. And then once I get that done, then we're going to decorate it a little bit. So next I'm going to, and look at the wording. It's so perfect. Like, I just love it. And it's so easy. So easy. So next I'm going to take some of this Dollar Tree ribbon, and it's like a buffalo check ribbon with orange. And I'm just going to glue it to the bottom, and then just wrap it around the book stack, and then glue it on the other side. And then I'm going to take some jute twine, because I thought the ribbon just wasn't enough for me. Felt like it needed something else. So I came in with some jute twine from the Dollar Tree, and I just wrapped it a few times around the book stack, and then I just glued it to the bottom. I just kind of crisscrossed it a little bit and then just glued it down. And then next, I'm going to come in with some more of the floral picks that I've been using throughout this whole video. I'm just using like little bits and pieces. I'm trying to use up stuff that's in my stash so I don't have to spend more money, because I went a little crazy last year with all the fall stuff from Dollar Tree, and I really don't need more. So I'm just trying to make with what I have, and it's been working out great so far. And I just glued both of those leaves down. I'm just making a tiny little cluster here of little like leaves and some little berries. And I'm just gonna stick those down as well. And I use the berries. These berries are all the colors that I used on the book stack. So it just kind of all worked out together. And these little leaves and stuff that I'm using, I believe I got all of them from the Dollar Tree for years now, and it's just been in my stash. So now DIY number 6. So that's all of the Couture stuff. So now I wanted to show you to make a couple of things, without using Couture. So I'm going to be using these little domino pieces that are made of wood, and then I'm just going to glue 4 of them together like a sandwich kind of, and I'm just going to sandwich them on top of each other, where the clear part is facing up, of course. And the back, the clear part is showing, of course, where none of the dots are showing. And once I get those sandwiched together and glued nice, I'm going to use 2 little square pieces from the Dollar Tree. I know you guys see these at the Dollar Tree all the time. And they're just little wooden blocks. And I'm just going to use those to stand it up. And then I'm also going to use that popsicle stick, which you'll see in a minute, and I'm going to cut that down to size. And what we're making here is a little scarecrow to go on our tier tray. So what I did is I just figured out how much of the brim of the hat I wanted to be sticking out. And then I cut the rounded edges off of it, of course. And now I'm going to paint the face of my scarecrow with this paint. This is beachcomber paint, believe it or not, that's the color. And I thought it was the perfect color. And then I'm using the burnt orange for the hat. So these are all folk art paints that I'm using. So they're really, really cheap paints. And I just did both sides. I like to have everything, you know, perfectly done and finished. And then I did the brim of the hat the same color, and now we're going to glue that on. And I did have it tilted a little bit, the hat. I thought that would just give it a little bit of character, and I just glued that on to the edge there, like so. And next, I'm going to use a pencil, and I'm going to pencil on the face. So really easy. I mean, it's just a scarecrow face, not really hard, but I pencil it on. I use a pencil just so that if I need to erase, I can erase. And next, I'm just using a Sharpie, but if you want to use acrylic pencils, acrylic markers, you can do that too, but these are really small, so I just use my Sharpie to go over my pencil marks. And then I did the little face, and I also put little stitches on him. And then I'm going to do the nose of the scarecrow in orange. And it came out so cute, you guys. And I thought this was just such a cute idea using those. I mean, there's so many things you could find at the Dollar Tree that can help make the tiniest, cutest little projects. And then I just gave him little stitches on his nose as well. And I put little white dots in the middle of his eyes just to bring them to life. And now I just took a piece of this burlap ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I just cut a very teeny tiny little patch to put on his hat, and I glued that down. And then I'm going to grab those clusters of berries that I've been using throughout this video, and I just cut another piece off, and I'm going to glue that to the top of his hat as well, just to give it a little more something. And once I glue that down, this little guy is done, and he can stand up on your tier tray. Isn't he cute? I just love the way he turned out. I am loving making scarecrows this year. I'm loving it. And now DIY number 7. This one was super cute too. All I did was take one of these pumpkins. I'm using that as a stencil from Dollar Tree, and then Dollar Tree fabric, which is absolutely fabulous this year. They're coming out with some really great fabric. And I am just going to basically trace the pumpkin onto the fabric, and then I'm going to cut them out. So that's what I did. And now I'm going to sandwich them together, and I'm going to glue the edges of this together. And I'm going to leave an opening at the end. I want this to be rustic, so I'm trying not to make perfect edges. I want it to be ripped. I want little pieces of string maybe coming out of it. I mean, that's the look I'm going for. So, but I mean, you can always do this the opposite way, turn them upside down and do an inside out seam with your hot glue, and it involves no sewing. And that's what I love about this. So I left the bottom portion open, and now I'm going to take some of this polyfill, and I am just going to fill our little pumpkin with it. And then once I get it all filled, then I'm just going to use my hot glue gun, and I'm going to glue it shut. And then we're just going to put a couple little extra things on it just to give it a little bit more character and look it a little bit cuter. Like I say all the time, I love to add things. So, and there he is, all done. I think it's such a cute pumpkin. And now I'm just going to add this jute twine bow to the top where the trunk is. And then just to give it a little more character, once I trim that bow a little bit, I'm going to stick a button in the middle. And these buttons I got from the Dollar Tree in one of those little containers that they always have. And they have all different colors in it. And I found a green one, and I thought it was perfect. And I just glued it in the center. And that's going to go on our tier tray too. And now this is the last DIY. This one, I am going to take one of these leather leaves, and they have the little pumpkins. They have Grateful and Thankful on them, and I'm going to take some of these raw beads that I get on Amazon. I can leave the link down below for you guys if you're interested in purchasing them. You get a big bag of them and they're really cheap. So what I did is I put them in this little cup, plastic cup, and I just squirted them a little bit with water to get them a little bit, you know, wet, and then I just poured in some of that spiced pumpkin color. And now I'm just taking some jute twine and I'm just tying it in a knot, and I took my beads and I'm just stringing them through. I left a couple raw because I liked that look. I wanted to alternate them. So that's what I did here, and I just kept feeding them through. And I put a little bit of glue on the end of my twine so that I could fit them through a little bit easier when you're putting them through the hole of these little beads. And I just kept doing that. And then once I got to the bottom, I just tied another knot and knotted, you know, so that they don't move or fall off of my string. And I just knotted it in a double knot. And now I'm just going to take my 4 fingers and I'm going to keep wrapping the twine around my fingers, probably maybe about 12, maybe 15 times. Not sure. Just however thick you want your tassel to be. And I just tied that on to the end of my string that I had hanging left over first, and I tied a double knot so it would stay on there good. And then I'm just going to cut that string off, and then I'm going to use that leftover string to tie around the top of my tassel to make it look like a tassel. And I tied that in double knot, and then we're going to take those hoops, and I'm just going to take my scissors, cut them through, and then I'm just going to trim it, give it a little haircut, and make it all nice and even. And that's it, you guys. That is it. And I think these turned out so super cute. And now I'm going to show you the reveal. Here it is. And I hope you guys like it. I enjoyed making these. I think they're super cute and super fun for fall. Fall is my favorite time of the year, so I absolutely love making this stuff. Make sure you guys go check everyone out. I will have all the links down below, the playlist, Corie's channel, and give everybody some love and tell them I said hi. And I want to thank you guys for watching. And as always, remember, stay crafty. Bye.